Brittany, don't be eyeing my bear.
I was just
And you're a good father. It's who you are. It's good acoustics in here.
I was just about to say it.
It's who you are. And I'm loved by you. Hey. Justine, what you doing up this late, girl? Hey. Are y'all good? So I know we're a little late tonight, but I thought we might catch a different crew too. You know? Brittany. Is that your stomach growling, Brittany? How y'all doing? Hey, Nicole. Hi, Opie. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Linda. What's cute?
That.
Do y'all like my miracle bear? Y'all want to sing? You're a good father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I'm loved by you. Hey, Sister Arlene. Tracy. Oh, my dog is barking. So, y'all, I'm not going to hold you long. I want to introduce you to somebody. This is Miracle Bear. It is.
Yes, it is.
This is Miracle Bear. And my dog is barking because I was singing because he wants to sing too. Hi, Veronica. Oh, that must be Carly. Because she has a deep voice. So, these, if you all want to get this cute little bear. Cleveland, be quiet. I'm on a video. If you all want to get this cute little bear, it's on the site and it's going to ship like right away. So, isn't he cute? I wanted to show y'all tonight in case you wanted to get him. He's really cute, and my twin saw the bear, especially the little girl. When she saw him, she tried to take him. I was like, no, this is Miracle Bear. So, it's really cute. We got him just in time. We got him today. We were trying to get him in time for Valentine's, although it's not just for Valentine's. We were trying to get him in time for Valentine's, and we kind of given up on getting him in time for Valentine's, and then they showed up today. Just like the umbrella. Mm-hmm. Like, the umbrella showed up. Carol says, I heard a snowstorm is on the way. I heard that. So, yeah, we're going to get these out to you right away. It is so cute, y'all. Look at him real good. Let me see if I can get him in the light, in the camera. Tell the boys hello, Miracle Bear. Mm-hmm. So, he's there. I'm really excited about it. And so, Gerald Steen said she was watching the previous recording. She's glad I came on. Yeah. So, y'all got to get one of these. I'm going to show it again tomorrow. But you know how I am when I get excited about something. And so, I had to show it right away. So, yeah. Like, nobody's getting my bear. Brittany, don't even think about it.
I didn't say anything.
You ever think about that song, Carol? Brittany's happy tonight. Aren't you, Brittany?
Yes, I am. Very, very.
When are you going to share? Hola, Liz, ¿cómo estás?
In the morning.
Prayers for you, Dana.
But I guess I could.
Pray that Jesus will heal me. We just believe, God, for your supernatural healing, Dana, and that you'll be able to see your son. Thank you, LaSheila. So, yeah, the link is posted to this. And also, it's 9:43. Then we got to get right back up at 3:30, so I'm not going to hold you long. But I'm also wearing the I Believe in Miracles in Sign Language. So if you want to get that too, it's on the site. But I wanted to tell y'all about Miracle Bear in case you want to start ordering tonight because he's so cute. And we do have a limited quantity of them, so we've got them numbered on the site. Liz says she's already requested her Valentine's gifts from Warrior Apparel. Prayers for you, Shabrell says she's in the hospital. Speedy recovery, Shabrell. You're a warrior. We love you. We stand with you tonight for your healing. Yeah, the umbrella's also on there too, so y'all can get that too. And then we have another surprise that we'll show you soon. But Dad told me I had to wait. I couldn't show you yet. So, Justina said Bridget would love the Miracle Bear. But you got to get her one, Justina. She would love that because Lakin wanted it. Like, they thought it was theirs. I don't know why.
Wanted it first,
he wanted it too. They were reaching for my bear. I was like, no, this is my bear. I guess they figured that. Because you don't have to, I want this. I'm going to keep, this is my bear.
That was yours, but I need one.
Thank you, Jermaine. Jermaine says, so cute. So, yeah. Anyway, so y'all get this. I'm not going to hold you because we got to get right back up in the morning. I can't believe it's already Friday. Like, tomorrow is Friday already. Like, that is so amazing. You're a good father. Oh, I don't want to upset my dog again. Okay. I'm just happy tonight. We are in our room that we redid this week to make the temporary headquarters of Warrior Nation Ministries until the building is finished. We're going to sit down with the architect very soon about the building. I'm very proud of the room. I wish you had seen it before. Somebody just bought the bear. Thank you. This is amazing. This is a miracle before our eyes. Like if you had seen the way my son had this room, you would not believe it. But it just feels so good in here now. We got fresh paint on the walls. We got new tables and chairs. We got a laptop set up. And my husband was like, so what are y'all going to do in there? I said, we're going to work. He was like, okay. Like, I was like, yeah, we're going to do ministry stuff in here. So Allie says she's not feeling well. She needs it now to hold. It's amazing how a little teddy bear actually brings comfort to you. Because like, even my sister was in the hospital last week as she had her surgery. She had a bear. Like she propped up on the bear and she said it was just comforting for her. So he is a good father. I would keep singing it, but I don't want my dog to start back barking again. But like I said, the next step with our building is to meet with the architect. Y'all know I'm random. I'm going to come back to that. Y'all, we saw a food truck trailer today. Oh my God. We went and looked at trailers today. And like the kind you put on the back of something. I hope that door is locked. And we found one that will work for like our food that we're going to use to feed the homeless. Now, I know we're going to at some point have a food pantry. We'll probably like buy it in downtown Jackson. It'll be part of Warrior Nation Ministries. It'll be a food pantry because there are a lot of shelters downtown. It's a very desolate area, just like most inner cities. You know how you have your downtown area. Well, ours is desolate. But a lot of people are down there that are homeless and hungry. And so I just believe that we'll be able to buy a building down there for a really good price and renovate that building and just feed the hungry. But in the meantime and in between time, just over the next 3 to 6 months, we want to purchase I say once we get in the building, probably right after the Night of Miracles, we'll be able to get this food truck. It's not very expensive. It's just that we're going to have to get somebody to drive it and got to pay somebody to cook and all that. But when I saw it, it's just like when you go to the state fair and they feed you off the trucks. It was really cool. We had like it had 3 sinks, 3 sinks, and a place where you can put all your stuff, like to keep it warm, and the window where you can serve the food. And like, I'm sorry, Audrey. God bless you. I'm so sorry. But Jamie said the food truck is already ours. Yeah, so I'm thinking more like 3 months. Depending on how long it's going to take us to get in the building, because we got to get in the building. But y'all, like the food truck itself, like the trailer was like $12,000. It was just a basic one, but it would do what we need to do for right now. And we could actually start going out into the city on the weekends, start off on the weekends and start just having food, passing food out of the window. We already have somebody that will cook for us. And so I was like, that is so cool. And like, so now we just need to have something to hitch it up to and somebody to drive it. But I mean, all that will come. Cherie says, I've inspired her to get her prayer room set up. So yeah, that's the other thing about this room. Then I'm going to come back to the building. Audrey says, I wish you were in New York. I would cook for you. Okay, when we get there, I'm going to hold you to that. Hello from Dallas. Hi, Miranda. But listen, y'all so sweet. Smooch says she'll help cook. And you live here. Okay, we're going to hold you to that with Smooch. We know you'll help us. I'm new to watching your videos and I enjoy listening. You take 1 step, God will take 2. Amen. Okay, everybody's saying they'll volunteer. Wonderful. Thank you, Darius. Said I think you're doing an awesome job. Y'all, I got stopped by like 3 warrior brothers today. Because, you know, like, it's a lot of women on the page. But we have some brothers, too. And 3 of them stopped me today at different times in different places. And they're like, you're Kelly Lane. And I follow you every day. And I think what you are doing is awesome. And I love it. And et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. 3 different times I was stopped today by guys who were warriors. And I was like, this is wonderful. But anyway, back to what I was saying about the food truck. I really, really feel in my heart that we need to do this. And I really want to do it by summer. Because, you know, we all... You know, a lot of things happen around the holidays, you know, for needy families and for, you know, like around the holidays, needy families and the homeless. But, you know, you don't hear about a whole lot going on. I don't in the other months, especially like in the summer, you know, after the holidays are over with and all that. So it's like we want to fill in that gap and just be a blessing. And so that's something that's really in my heart. Hi, classmate Brian. And so we're going to do that. And so I say this is February. So I say for sure by July, but the way God is moving, it'll probably be before that, probably June, maybe even May. I don't know. It depends on how long it takes us to get in the building. But so that's another goal and another project. Is that our first project once we get in the building, other than just furnishing the building? That's our next project. Like once we get in the building and we furnish the building, the food truck will be the very next thing that we do. Because as soon as we're able to be like in the building and got everything set up, we want to get that food truck and just everything that we need to be able to go out there, and just we can start by going out even if it's just on Saturdays, because there's some groups that go out on Sundays, but as far as we know, we don't know any that go out on, I see you, Brian, on Saturdays. So we can start with Saturdays, but the goal is to go out every day of the week at some point. Like that's the ultimate goal, because these people are hungry every day of the week. And so God is awesome, because, you know, I never thought about it before until we did that 7 days at the beginning of this fast with straight water. And like, because we were, y'all, I never felt pain like that. And that was just for 7 days. Like the pain was so unbearable that I cannot, it's like ever since then, like on like day 2 or 3, I told Tab, I was like, now I have an idea of what people experience when they starve. And I said, their children who starve to death. And I said, we're going to feed the hungry. And it's like ever since then, I've just had a burden in my heart to feed the hungry. Hola, Nick, ¿cómo estás? Te amo. And so Rainey says, I thought July before you said it. Watch, it will be too. I believe that. I feel like by the time we're done with the Night of Miracles, at the latest, we'll be able to roll out that food truck. And we'll start small. We'll work our way up. But like I said, the ultimate goal is to have a food pantry. So now back to the building. We signed the proposal for the building. So the next thing is to sit down with the architect. And we're going to build out how we want this building to be built, like how we want our spaces allotted, and make sure there's a prayer room, conference room, a place for the prayer team. You know, we're going to have a space for the call center that's going to come. Like we're going to make sure that all this is built in, because I feel like before this year is out, we'll have it. So I don't see any point in going too small and then not having a place to put the call center. And so with that, the next step is that we're going to meet with the architect within the next few days. And from there, we'll know exactly what everything is going to cost. And they're going to want a very significant amount up front to do all this for us. And so with that being said, like we've been asking you all, so here's the bear. Make sure you order the bear. But also, we're looking for 1,000 faithful warriors who will give $72 towards the building, but who will also set up a recurring commitment to help us, because we want you guys to see. I know you guys believe us, but like we really are ready to get out there in the community too and start doing a lot of community service, like feeding the hungry and things like that. And so I'm not going to be intimidated by whatever the plans and whatever the numbers look like, because I know that God has sent you all to help us do this, because what we are doing is not just for us by any means, it is for the world, and you all know that. And so yeah, we got to have like an area in there. Thank you for that, Teresa. Inside the building, there will be a whole media area. We're going to build that out in there. Don't forget the media room, Brittany. And in that, we're going to have the real cameras so that we can do social media live integration without having to use a cell phone. We've already got some quotes on that, so that'll be another little fundraiser that we'll do. We got somebody that can come in and do all of it. We're going to do this thing right, and it's going to be awesome. But we are asking for 1,000 faithful warriors who say, you know what, I'm down. I'm with you. I see you for real about this. Y'all are just relentless in this, and we're going to help you do it. And then we're also asking for at least 1,000 faithful warriors who will give the 72 so that we can have what we need to go into the building. So with that, yeah, I'm a little, well, I don't know. Some people confuse me when they give us stuff and then they ask for a refund. I told you we've had some instances where people have we don't even know who these people are, and they bless the ministry, and then they turn right around and ask for a refund. I'm like, Lord, I thank you that for everyone who does that, you'll send 100 more who will bless us and do more than what we're asking them to do. Because it's so easy at this point to get caught up in my feelings and be discouraged because you got people giving that we don't even know, and then getting an alert that they're requesting a refund. And it's like, what is this, God? But I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on those who love us for real, and you see that we're for real, and you actually are excited to help us. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. I don't get that, but I'm not going to be discouraged by it, because my skin really has gotten tougher to where I'm like, who does that? And then I said, well, maybe something happened, maybe like, give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they used the wrong credit card, anything. Because I'm not going to allow my spirit to be dampened because I feel like somebody is like whatever. I'm just going to assume that something happened. I'm not going to worry about it because I know that God will send help. You know, just like when people do us wrong in a store, God always sends somebody to make up for it. That's just the way it works. So with that being said, thank you for those of you all who help us. Thank you. Yeah, the devil is a liar. Thank you, Liz. Thank you for you faithful warriors, because it's about 925, almost 1,000 on here right now. I mean, if everybody gave $72, we would have what we needed. So it's not like what we're asking for is not realistic, because our views reach thousands and thousands of households. Our post reach in 1 week's time is somewhere close to 2 million on an average week. So it's not a lot out of 2 million views to find 1,000 faithful warriors who will say, you know what, they're for real. They love us for real. I'm growing with them. It's, you know, and that I want to bless them. And so I know God is going to do it. And so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm excited, and I thank y'all. Miss Arlene, thank you for being so precious. Amen, Ruth. She said, forgive them in the court of heaven. That's right. I'm not worried, because one thing I've learned from this last fast, other than the fact that we're going to feed the hungry, is that it's God who provides. Like I told y'all, I know that. I'm sorry, Miracle Bear, did I shake you too hard? I said, I know that, but now I really know it. Like I told you, I tried to explain to y'all, I know God provides, but now I know that he like really provides. Like when you get into a place where you know you can't do it. Thank you, Christy. She says I did it times two. I'm in a place now to where it has to work. Let me tell you another example before I let you go. Hi, Meredith. God bless you. Thank you, Tanya said that God will send replacements. Listen to this. I love you, Leslie. Kadisha says, Miss Kelly, you are truly a blessing. Stand on your spirit. It's beautifully showing in God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Listen to this, y'all. Somebody got wind that we were going to be in the building over there. And they were like, why in the world would they be willing to come over here and commit to being here for this long when they're a new business? And you know that in the first year of business, businesses fail. Ooh. And I was like, really? That's my little girl's favorite word now, my twin girl. Really? You know what? I am so glad that we operate in a realm that has nothing to do with logistics, nothing to do with statistics, nothing to do with logical reason, that we operate outside of the realm of reason, and we operate on the realm of faith. And not only will we go over there, but we're going to flourish. And I believe we're even going to buy some stuff downstairs. And one day if we want it, we can buy the whole building. I just believe it. And I believe that it will shut the mouths of everybody who's wondering, who are these praying folks that's coming over here? And how could they do this? And, you know, blah, 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 blah. And what is this and what they're doing? I cannot wait just to see what God is going to do. Those things no longer distract me, because I understand that when people say things like that, it's because they are looking at it from a logical standpoint instead of the realm of faith. But when you're a dream chaser and you trust God, it's like I'm so far out there now that I really wouldn't even know how to turn around, because I don't have anything to go back to. It's like you're out in the middle of the ocean and there's no shore. So what do? You're out too far to go back. So you may as well keep swimming ahead. And that's where we are now. Like there is no job for me to go back to. There is no comfort zone for us to go back to. But I trust God. And even though I am in the most unfamiliar territory, I have a peace that literally surpasses all understanding. Like I can't even explain it. I'm not even afraid. Tina said, take the whole building. Mm-hmm. I believe it. And it's like this peace that I have, I can't even explain it. But I know it's God, and I know that we're making the right decisions because we're being led. We're being led by the Holy Spirit. And so people don't have to understand it. I don't even understand it. I just trust God. And so, hey, Warrior Nation, we choose faith over fear. So you guys are so faithful, and I love you all so much. And so that did not in the least bit distract me at all. So, you know, if somebody's out there, you know, hating on your dreams, then just God bless them, because it's not going to stop anything. Because one thing about greatness, it cannot be held down. So with that being said, we're going to gather while it's gathering time. We're going to be fruitful in the land of our affliction. We're going to keep studying this word and praying together. And we're going to watch our lives be transformed. And not only our lives transformed, but we're going to see how what God does with the Warrior Nation transforms lives all over the world. Because right now we're in the United States, but we already know we'll be leaving the United States and charting other territories. And we know that already, because it's a global movement. And so we're going to go around the globe, and I'm excited about it. Let me tell y'all one more thing before we go. I told y'all this morning that Tabitha's not going to be with us with the Warrior Nation anymore. And I was telling y'all this morning that I'm not worried because I know that God is going to give us everything that we need in a surplus. And so with that, I was talking about my sister, the one who was just healed from breast cancer, Chanel. And I was just telling you that my sister has an amazing voice. And it's like, y'all heard a little bit on one of the episodes of Warrior TV. But my sister was like a new generation Whitney Houston. Like when I was a little girl, my sister could like blow. She could hit all these like high notes. It was just amazing. And so today, you know, I was just saying that I know that God will use her. To use her voice. You know, I just knew it. I said something about this morning. I was talking about my sister Phyllis and, you know, how all my sisters can sing. They can like really, really sing, like for real sing. Like I can sing a little bit, but they can like really sing. And so, and I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. I'm great with that. And so my sister was not watching the video this morning. You know, she had taken some medicine and she was asleep, my sister Chanel. So she texted me just a random text a little bit before lunch. And she was like, one day I want to minister through music. So I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking she saw the video, y'all. Listen to this now. I'm thinking she's like responding to what I was saying on the video this morning. And so I started saying, yeah, you know, because, you know, Tab, you know, she's got to go off and do what God's called her to do, what she feels like is separate from the Warrior Nation. I was like, and that's cool. And I was like, you know, I was like, yeah, so, you know, I'm just talking to her like she had watched the video. And then I realized that she didn't know what I was talking about, like she wasn't following the conversation. And I said, you didn't watch the video this morning? When I was saying that Tab is not going to be with the Warrior Nation. And she said, she not? I was like, no. She said, when I woke up this morning, I was just singing. She said, I went to YouTube and I started like just practicing some vocal things. And I was, in my heart, I was like, you know, one day I want to minister through music. She said, but I was thinking about Tab. She's like, you know, and I ain't trying to step on Tab's toes. So, you know, just maybe one day I'll be able to minister through music. And I was like, Tab is not going to be with us. She was like, oh my God. So she watches the video. She calls me back, boo-hoo, crying, said, I know God is real. She was like, there is no way I would have felt that and would have went to YouTube and just started practicing. She said, because I've never really wanted to sing in front of people. My sister can blow, y'all. Hear me now. Like, if I had that kind of voice, y'all be like, Kel, stop. Kels, can we get a word? Can you give us a word? Because I just sing, like, the whole video. And she was like, I've always had this fear. Like, I don't know why I like singing in front of other people. But today, the Lord was telling me, you know, that it's okay. Like, come out of my comfort zone. Don't be afraid and be willing to minister through music. And I was like, God, you were so faithful. And so it was like, she didn't even watch the video. That's what was so cool about it, that it was the Lord dealing with her personally and telling her to come out of that boat and just be used by him, because her voice is so amazing. I know God wants it. Like, I know he wants it. And so somebody asked, where's Tab? Tab is still my friend. I talked to her today. She's doing great. She's just doing some other things. And so that's that. But I am very excited to know that my sister is going to step up. And also, and that's the thing. I said this today too. You know, when I kind of felt it coming, and when Tab was saying, you know, she's got to go down a different path or whatever. You remember last week when I was saying, I was giving an example of King Saul and David, and how it was on one video. I don't remember which one because we do so much, but it was like, I read, it was something Matthew Henry said, but he was like, in the case of an emergency, the Lord has already prepared a man for the job. We talked about, I don't remember which one we were talking about, but I was saying in case of an emergency, it's like when we think it's an emergency, the Lord has, I've already found me a man. I've already prepared me a man or woman, you know what I'm saying, for the job. And it's like yesterday when Tab was like, you know, I have to go a different direction, you know. I mean, I was okay with that because I trust God. I was like, the Lord's not going to leave us hanging. But for a moment, I was like, well, what will we do? And it's like the Lord is like, I have already prepared a man. I've already prepared someone to do what's needed for the Warrior Nation. So don't be discouraged by a perceived loss, because he has ultimate control in my life and in yours. And you know what? He already has somebody prepared. Even when we can't see, it's like a ram in the bush. And so that fast, it changes things. And so I knew we were coming off our fast, and I'm good with that. Like, I know that the Lord is not going to shortchange me. He's not going to shortchange the Warrior Nation. And he knows our end from the beginning. And he knows what's best for us. And so, hey, like Sylvia said, God adds to the church such as needed. Yeah. And so I'm excited. Right. I'm not going to lean on my own understanding. And so Prayers for you, Tracy, and for your business. So with that, there are things that are seasons. The twins are supposed to be asleep. It's a shame. Prayers for your Aunt Carol. So with all that being said, Ann says Tab should not stop praying with us. However, I know she has to do other things, but God makes a way. However that goes. However that goes. So anyway, the twins are in trouble. So I'm going to let you all go. I'm going to see you all in just a few hours. Don't forget your bear. And don't forget to help us with the building. So I trust God. Don't you? Don't you, Britt?
I do. Can I tell you?
You want to?
Yeah, I will.
All right, come on.
Okay. Before we go.
Brittany wants to tell y'all something because she wants to not have to tell everybody in the morning. Here, hold
How
Miracle.
you know?
Here, hold Miracle Bear. You want to pull your chair up?
I pulled you.
You move
You
mountains.
know me oh so well.
You cause walls to fall. I'll sing. Hey.
Hey.
Oh, we can't fit in here together.
I know. I can just scoot over.
For miracle.
Okay, I'm gonna
Brittany.
start singing. I'm sorry, I caught it. I tried to catch it.
We love you too.
Anyway.
Hold Miracle. He'll make you feel better.
Thank you so much. He can ride home with me when I leave.
No. Talk to the Warriors. Come on, time.
All right, so it's time to go. But anyway, I just have to tell
Hold
you.
on, Pastor Tony said you can't force a square peg in a round hole. Ain't that the truth? You sure okay?
So yes, like some big things happened for me today.
Stand in the camera. Come on,
I'm
baby.
sorry.
Come on, be
Yes.
strong.
I'm strong in the Lord.
Yes.
So, but anyway, I got a car. I'm excited.
Tell them the backdrop and how
the backdrop
months
was
ago we were praying and
months
fasting.
ago we were praying and fasting for me to have a car. It didn't come. At
Some of
that
y'all
time.
might remember.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was
Lashin'.
praying for.
Lashing on there.
Hey, Lashin'.
I miss y'all.
Yes.
All right, come on, tell the story. Babe.
So yes, and I was praying for the Jeep Compass, and then like I wanted to upgrade. So I was like, oh well, I can believe the Lord for a BMW X3. So I believe for that. But then like later on in the beginning of this year, when I had got put out of her car,
You miss half the story.
oh see,
You've
that's
been
why
driving
you
my
supposed
car.
to.
No,
I have
you
been driving
gotta
your.
tell the story.
I've been driving her car for how long has it been now? Like 7 months, more than that.
Talk to the Warriors. Pretend I'm not here.
But still, I was trying to get the timeline
Oh,
of how long I was
a
in the
long
car.
time. Too long.
Too long. I have been driving her car. So we were praying for me to have my own car. And where do I go now?
Y'all cheer your sister on. She's struggling. Hey, Mo, I love you. Come on, Brett. You strong and mighty in the Lord.
Okay. So we were praying, and then like it didn't happen when I thought it was going to happen. So like Warriors, they were doing like the fundraiser for me to get a car. So that was going, and then but it like slowed down. So I was like, okay, I guess I won't get a car. But then like the end of the year came, kids like, so what do y'all want? I was like, she called everybody around in the room, and she's like, what do you want? I was like, oh, well, I want my car. She's like, you're not getting that car. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. But that's because I want the BMW. But, like, I'm not prepared for a BMW at this moment, which is fine because now, like, at first, I was like, oh, she just, I don't know, understand why.
Being mean.
I didn't say mean, but I was like, maybe, I don't know. But, yes. So I was like, well, maybe she's right. So then, like, a few weeks ago, more than a few weeks. When she told me, like, she was like, you got 30 days and you're going to be in your own car. I was like, okay. So I started looking, but, like, that's as far as I got was looking. I didn't, like, take an initiative to do anything with it. So, like, we meet up today for lunch.
Why didn't you take an initiative to get the car on your own?
Because I was afraid.
What were you afraid of?
Like, not being able to get a car. Because I felt like it was going to be hard. And that I wasn't going to be able to get anything, like, worth having, basically. So, that's why I didn't jump on getting the car. So
They said, come on, Brett, we are family.
Yes.
They said, tell the goodness of the Lord. Come on,
Yes.
Testify tonight. Testify.
So
Got me up
today,
past my bedtime.
I know. So today we meet at Nuke's, and then she's like, we're taking you over here, and you're going to get you a car. We fill out an application to get you a car. So we get there, we fill out the application, and it's like, oh, well, based on your credit and your work, what they call it?
It's called income.
Income. Yes, that. Thank you. Based on your income, like, you qualify for, like, our prime package. I was like, oh, really? And so, cause, like, when I looked at my credit score, I thought it was, like, too low to get anything. But it was like, well, it's not that bad. I was like, well, oh, I didn't know.
It's called favor.
I had a lot of favor today. I tell you, like, so much favor on today.
Shavonna said, "Good, what you got?"
So yes, I got a lot of favors. So he's like, well, we're gonna give you a list of cars that you can choose from. So we looked at a few, like looked at a couple Jeeps and then a Chevy truck. And she was like, she's like, the choice is just like, but of course I was like, well, why don't you pick? She's like, no, the choice is yours. So I finally picked the perfect car and I drove off the lot today in my new car. And I'm excited. I cried on the way over here to come back to her house because it was like, I don't know. I just felt really good because I never thought I would be able to get anything. Of course, she said that, but it's still God's favor, His grace. So, yeah. And she was like, you know, the Lord, He wants to bless you. It was like, you're right. So I think that was another reason why I was in tears. I was like, yeah, I was grateful, thankful.
So somebody asked, was it debt free? No. And I think right now it doesn't need to be because, and somebody just wrote on here, I don't like how you treat Brittany. Well, I'm sorry that you don't. But Brittany is honestly like one of my children. I treat her just like my children. You got to scoot over because your face ain't. No, I mean just kind of come this way. But Brittany's 27. She'll be 28 this year. But there are a lot of things that I've had to teach Brittany. Not that I owe you an explanation, but I'm just going to say it tonight because I want to say it. And so there are a lot of things that even though she'll be 28 this year, it's just a lot of things that Brittany that has not been exposed to and that she doesn't know. And so it's my responsibility, as her spiritual leader, as her big sister, as a mother figure in her life. I'm all those things to her. I have to deal with Brittany the way I do because I know that one day she's going to be this amazing, powerful woman of God. She's going to be a great wife to a man who loves the Lord and loves her, a great mother to her twins. And I have to make sure that I lead her the right way. And so one of the things I kept telling her, I was like, you got 30 days. You got to get out of my van because I realized that as long as I kept letting her drive my van, she was never going to take the initiative to get her own car. And then, finally I was like 2 weeks ago, something wasted in the van. Like something that was sour. And like for 2 weeks, Brittany rode around with the car in my van and it smelled sour. And so me and my little girl got there yesterday. We almost choked in the car. And I was like, Brittany, I said, I tell you what, you're not going to learn how to really appreciate something until you have something of your own. And so what I realized was even though I was giving her the car to try to bless her, I was really hindering her because it was not teaching her responsibility. It's just something about having your own, right? And so today I was like, Today, I am taking you to the car lot. She didn't have any money. I said, I am taking you to the car lot, and you're going to drive out with the car. And the reason why this was not something that could be handed to Brittany in this season because a lot of times when you don't have to work for anything, and because I have given Brittany so much, I have her spoiled riding. If we go into a store, she just puts her stuff on the counter like she's one of the kids. I have her riding, and I realized that it was time to cut that cord because I have enabled her to be dependent instead of being, independent. And so today I said, Brittany, I got to cut you loose a little bit. You have to get a car note. Because that's going to teach her responsibility, when she has to actually make a payment or she loses her car. Because as long as I'm just saying, here's my van. Brittany's never given me a dime to drive my van. The oil would need changing. Brittany would barely change the oil. Just a lot of things. And I was like, and that's why I told her it wasn't time for a BMW. Because I said, you have to first learn. Because my first car was a 1988, I told her, a Toyota Tercel with glitter paint. And I was so happy to have that car. And that car was like 10 years old when I got it. And I was so happy, to have it. And that's what I learned. I learned how to take care of things. And I paid my own insurance. I said, I'm a good mama. Thank you. And so it's not that I'm being mean to Brittany. I'm doing this because I love Brittany. And I love her so much that I'm not going to allow her to be a 30-year-old woman that can't stand on her own and pay her own bills, and be a good steward over what God has has given her. And so today we went to that car lot, and I narrowed it down for her. I said, here's that Compass you asked for. I said, this Compass has 42,000 miles. I said, a Jeep is a very good vehicle. I said, but it has 42,000 miles. Look, maybe we're going to have to get an extended one. Just giving her the rundown. Just telling her. I said, here's this. I don't know what this is, but I like it. She has a Chevrolet Trax. I'd never seen it before. It only had 14,000 miles. That's all, y'all. It was a rental car. I said, I think this is the better choice, but ultimately the choice is yours. Crystal said they cut their son off at 22. I said, ultimately the choice is yours. And I'm proud of her. She went with the one that had 14,000 miles. And it's a really cute car. We'll post a picture of it tomorrow because we're so happy. And I'm proud of her. And the note is within reason. It's something that she can pay for. It's going to help her learn how to budget. And so we had to get insurance. I made her call. She did not know what to tell the people. She was giving the confused lady on the phone and how to get the insurance. So I walked her through that because I had to understand that even though she's 27 going on 28, there are just some things. Marianne says she had a 1986 Pontiac Catalina, 1966 and 1978. Right. So she's doing great for her first car to only be 2 years old. And to only have 14,000 miles. So I walked her through the buying process. I looked at all the numbers, blah, 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 blah. And then we got her insurance. And so she has insurance. She has her own car. She has her own way. And I just truly believe that when she is faithful over this, she'll get that BMW. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I was like, it's not time for a BMW. You know, we were believing God to put her in these really expensive apartments in Flowood. I said, it's probably not time for that yet because guess what? Now you have to live off of your own budget. When we were on our way to the car lot, I said, so what's your budget? She said, she dropped her head. I said, no. You're almost 28 years old. 28-year-olds don't drop their heads and you ask them what's their budget. She says, I don't know how to do this grown stuff. I said, you're grown, Brittany. Like, it's no more. There is so much greatness in her that I'm not going to allow her to hide behind this anymore that I don't know because I'm going to teach you. But at the same time, you got to take the initiative. You know what I'm saying? And so now she sees how it feels to have her own because she's never had her own. You see what I'm saying? Doesn't it feel good? She's been grinning all evening. And it's really nice. My husband came home and said, whose truck out there? I already told him Brittany got a new car. But he said, oh, it's nice. It's like, it's very nice. It's very... I can't wait for her to ride me around for a change. So my whole point, before I let y'all go, because it's past our bedtime, we all got to get up in the morning. But my whole point is that, like she said, I was explaining to her that God wanted to bless her. But she didn't feel like she could get it. So we had fasted for 40 days. And I was like, we're going to get this car. We're going to get it today. Because we just got out the fast. And it's like, God wants to bless us. Just like with this building. God wants to bless us with this building. Am I going to be afraid and not accept the blessing? Or am I just going to jump out there? Because like somebody said, when you take one step, the Lord will take two. I had to say, Brittany, there is a car for you today. And she couldn't believe I was saying that. I said, you're going to get a car today. You will get a car today. And she got the car. The Lord was like, I've been waiting on you, Brittany, to realize that you can't always drive somebody else's car. Like, give the woman her car back. And get your own because I have something for you. She is 27. She has no children. A Honda Odyssey. Brittany weighed 95. But she's just so used to feeling like she couldn't get something like that when the Lord said, there is nothing that I won't do for you. Because Brittany is faithful. Like, we argue and stuff like that. But when I tell you, if I call her, I can call her back in an hour and a half and say, let's go live again. Do you know she'll drive back across town and do it again? Like, she is faithful. It's just that there's just some things that I have to show her, and I got to get a little hard on her on some things because it's just things that I have to show her. And so everybody's cheering you on tonight. So she's going to be bold. So people who don't understand our relationship, that's okay because you're not in our relationship. But, you know, I'm doing what I have to do because my daddy was terrible. Rest his soul. He was horrible. He was so stinking mean. Like, just, oh. But, you know, now that he's gone on, and right before he died, I was able to tell him thank you. Thank you for giving me so much hell growing up. Because the things that I was able to show her today, like I can buy a car. You hear me? I know how to, you know, things, look at mileage, get a warranty, get gap insurance, things that some people don't even know. I was able to do all that for her. Look at the exterior. Say, okay, I see this. I don't like that. Blah, blah, blah. I think this would be good for you. Like, my daddy taught me that. He taught me to not just ride off other people, but work hard, and that the reward will come in due time. Don't look for a handout. Work for it. Work hard. Both of my parents taught me that. You know, I'm not trying to be somebody's pity party. Like, I'm not trying to play out somebody's pity. If somebody helps me because they want to, but you won't find me somewhere like the grasshopper this morning making beautiful harmonies while the ant is walking by toiling. It's like my daddy taught me those things. And so what I'm instilling in her now, I believe these are seeds. And that God will water it and he will bring the increase. And so even though she's an adult, there are a lot of things she just doesn't know. And so with that, I love you all. You're destined for greatness, Brittany. That's what Tanisha said. And she is. This is just the beginning. She's going to get her own place and everything. This is just the first step. But, you know, first we were like debt-free. But, you know, this will teach her how to be responsible. And her note is not so high that she can pay it without a struggle, which is what I was going to make sure that she didn't, because they said you can get anything on the lot, and I was like, no, you're not going to get anything on the lot, because they give you something that's $40,000 and your note is $800. How you going to do that? No, we're going to get something that works for you in this season of your life. And so it's the note is not too high. It's something that will make her responsible though. She had to set it up on automatic draft. I said, we want auto draft. I put it on auto draft because I learned when I start putting things on auto draft, I become more responsible because I know I have to have it there to pay it instead of paying when I want to. So I taught her it's no more pay when you get ready, because the only way God's going to increase us is if we're faithful of what he's already given us. And so one thing I learned was to start putting stuff on draft instead of paying. There were times when I would have the money and would just decide I want to do something else and not pay. No, I have to pay my bills, because you think you're shortchanging the creditor when you're really shortchanging yourself, because God is not going to give us more if we're not being responsible of what we already have. You know, I learned after all the foreclosure, bankruptcy, repossession, but I have learned, and I'm trying to protect her and anybody else that I can for going through some of the struggles that I've gone through. So we're excited tonight. Right, it says nothing wrong with not knowing. You're learning now, and that's right. And I'm here to teach her. So you may not like my teaching style. Some of y'all, I didn't like my daddy's teaching style, but I tell you what, I got it. Like now, I am so thankful for how hard it was growing up, because it made me be resilient and tenacious. If I had things just handed to me, I wouldn't be where I am right now, because I would expect God to just hand me the warrior nation. Instead of praying and fasting and going after it, I would expect everybody to hand me stuff. I mean, it's great when people bless you with stuff, but you get what I'm saying. Like, if you don't have to work for anything, you won't appreciate it. You just won't, because you don't understand the struggle that's involved. So they say you need your own to grow and learn. So we'll post a picture. She's precious, and we'll post a picture of the car tomorrow. Did you give it a name yet?
No, I'm trying to think of something.
She needs a name. I name everything. But anyway, we'll give it a name. I love you all. They said, Tamira says, Kelly, you're the example of how we need to be with our sisters to raise them up for awareness. Amen. Lasha said, it's good to be bossy. Thank you, Lasha. Yes. They said, tough love is good. So I love you all so much. Let's get some rest so that we can get back up in just a few hours. But we wanted to share that breakthrough that came as a result of this fast. I know it came. I knew they weren't going to turn her down. I knew it. So I love you all. Don't forget to help us with the building. I think Brittany has the link post. Don't forget Miracle Bear. And we'll see you in the morning, okay? LaWanya says, I love the way you take care of Brittany. Teach her now as you are doing so she won't be devastated when you're not there. It's love, Brittany. Accept it and remain humble. I told her, I'm not going to always be here, Brittany.
Right.
If life goes the way it's supposed to, I'm supposed to leave before you. Yes. So, I mean, like, I'm not going to always be here, or I'm not going to always be where you are. There'll be times God may send you somewhere else. And so, she's going to be great, though. She said, name the car Precious. I have a car named Precious.
Yes, Precious.
So she can't have a Precious. Titus 2. What is Titus 2? Oh.
That's what,
Paul's talking?
Yeah.
Hold on. Is your car a boy or a girl? Okay, we're going to name the car, then we're going to bed.
Girl.
It's a girl?
Yeah.
Well, what's her name?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's for you. Teach the older men to exercise self-control, to be worthy of respect, and to live wise. They must have sound faith, be filled with love and patience. We already got a faithful. We'll name it something. We'll figure it out. We'll tell you the name tomorrow. I love y'all. Have a good night, okay?
Yes.
All right. Don't forget to help us with the building, please. 1,000 faithful warriors. All right.
Bye.
Good night. We love y'all.
Love you.
You can go get your car now, girl. All right. Faithful. That's the name of my Odyssey. Okay. Bless you, Georgia. We see your prayers.
Thanks,
Greatness
Kim.
is in her. That's right. Lashin said name her Jane. That look about right. We're going to let y'all see it.
Yeah.
They said name it Faith. You could because mine is named Faithful. Somebody said Jabez. That'll work.
Oh, wait.
Jabez?
Jabez is
We
good.
have something named Esther too, Leslie. Jabez?
Jabez is good.
All right, it's Jabez. Oh, I love it. Who named it?
Yes.
Wait.
Let's see who did it.
Wait, because I got my finger on Renee King.
Thank you, Renee.
We're going to name her Jabez. Her?
Well, now it's the guy.
All right.
So him.
He looks kind of like a boy.
Yeah, he does.
All right.
His name is Jabez.
I love that.
Yeah, I love it.
All right. Good night, y'all. Thank you, Renee. We love y'all. Tamika said his name is Sparkle. We're going to name it Jabez.
Jabez.
All right. Good night. That's
Yes.
a perfect name. I love
Perfect. Oh, man.
that. All right. Bye, y'all.
Yes.